Hello, BookTube, and welcome back. I know you can't see the wink, I'm wearing sunglasses, but it's incredibly shiny in here and sunny, so I need them on. We're currently under a heat wave in the UK. The weather is beautiful. I like it when it's hot, not so much when you're trying to get to sleep, because no British houses have got built-in aircon, so it's hot. It's like ovens in our houses at night. So, you might hear a saw going on and off as well while I'm making this video. We're currently redoing our decking in the back garden. And if you own a garden, you know it's just constant work every single year. So, out there today, the weather's lovely to do the garden. But in the meantime, I'm taking a little bit of a break to do a bit of a 5 book recommendation to do with nature, or nature pretty much, because of the weather. All these books are non-fiction, all great reads as well. You've probably heard of some of them. They're all pretty much, well, not all of them, but some famous faces in these books. So the first one, it's a bit of a cheeky one, because although it is about nature, it's more of a biography of Alexander von Humboldt. So this is the invention of nature. Oh, who's this by? Andrea Wolf. This is a fantastic biography of Alexander von Humboldt. Think of him as like a Victorian. I think he lived between like 1780 and 1840, 1850. So you can think of him like a sort of David Attenborough of his day. So very much about talking about nature and being one with nature, if you like that hippie stuff. And this is pretty much his biography of all his travels and all the essays that he wrote, his opinions, and just again, if you've not watched my videos, I'm a big fan of travel non-fiction, and this is properly up there with travel non-fiction. It is good. Of all his travails across the world, trying to avoid diseases and predators and climbing mountains and getting to really dangerous situations, because it was the Victorian era. They could no modern medicine, is it? So and it's a fantastically well written biography. I mean, at the back there you can see all the accolades from all the, I think they're all UK papers, and some well-known names at the back as well, because people absolutely buzzed about this. It's a fantastic page turner of a biography. And you see the sticker there. What? The Royal Society signs book prize winner. Oh, the book prize winner 2017. I didn't even read the sticker. Yeah, so if you're into your biographies and into nature, read this. Is a fantastic little biography, and especially situated around nature too, because the guy was the David Attenborough of his day. Second one is more a science book, and I am obsessed with these animals. I don't know what it is about them, but I absolutely adore them. And this is Other Minds, and this is The Octopus and the Evolution of Intelligent Life. This is by Peter Godfrey Smith. This is chef's kiss of an evolutionary biology book, and none of it's going to go over your head. It's nothing too dense, and it's fairly compact. You can get right through this, so it is a bit of a page turner, like The Invention of Nature, and it's just a look at these fascinating creatures from earlier predecessors of the octopus, and all the way to their ecology and their behaviour to what we see today. I used to be obsessed with the octopuses from when we used to go to the Blue Planet Aquarium when we were little, to learn that the octopuses used to escape from the tanks and go octopusing about at night and climb into other tanks. Especially they loved crabs, obviously, for food, and take a crab and go back to their own tank. It's like a shopping day for them, really, isn't it? But this is a fascinating biology book on the evolution of the octopus, and Peter does a really great job of getting the main points across to you in a very deliverable, easy to understand way. So That's Other Minds. Oh, for the people in the UK, the Brits among us, this is Wonderland. I think this is by two authors, isn't it? So this is by Brett Westwood and Stephen Moss. So this is a year of Britain's wildlife day by day. Now it's structured from a year, so you'll start up January the 1st, and then the end of the book is December 31st. So it goes through spring, summer, autumn, winter. I couldn't remember what the seasons were then. And it describes what can we see across the British countryside and the urban areas to what date and what time. Fascinating little look at. I think there's a good chunk of animals that appear in this. There's amphibians, fish, mammals. Because in the UK we don't have anything too sexy. We haven't got like tigers, we haven't got alligators or bears. Nothing's going to come and kill you at night. A team of hedgehogs won't team up and take you down. So this is describing what we can see in the British, Isles, and when to see them and how to see them, and also gives you a bit of ecology and animal behaviour of each and every single one of them. And I don't really consider it a book you destroy in a couple of sittings. It's that's basically one day of the book. Just gives you a bit of the animal behaviour, where you can see it, what it's like to observe, and there's a bit of folklore in there as well, and it's well packaged together and delivered. I like to call these books, not to disparage it, toilet books. It's a book you can read a couple of pages and then put down, or train books, whatever you want to prefer. So Wonderland, a selection of what you can find in the British Isles. Next one. This is this is termites, right? So this is Underbug. This is by Lisa Margonelli. Now, Lisa Margonelli does a lot of pop philosophy I don't like. But this book about termites and their behaviour and how they build the mounds, and then the robotic part in this, geneticists and then robotic people who build those little machines have learned about termites from their behaviour and how they work as a collective and how they work individually. It's absolutely amazing. She does a bit of pop philosophy in this, and you can skip those pages, but again, it's only a wee thin book, this, and it's a fascinating look at termites. And a lot of people read a book about termites, really. It is interesting, especially the parts, as I said, about how this. It's really a look at different scientists rather than the actual termites themselves, and how those scientists have learned from termites rather than termite evolution or behaviour or whatnot. So it's actually a story of scientists and how they've used their knowledge of termites, and she delivers it well in a well packaged, well understood 300-page book. And the last one. This is kind of like a memoir book. It's really good. It's funny. This is The Raven Master. So, My Life with the Ravens at the Tower of London by Christopher Scaife. Christopher Scaife, I think he still is the Yeoman Guard, I think what they're called. They are the ones, if you think of Beefeater gin, the Beefeater dress, that 17th century way of dressing, holding the big pike. They're the Yeoman Guards that guard the Tower of London and protect the Ravens. I don't know if any of you have encountered a raven before. The cheeky little things with really great, unique personalities. They are really vastly intelligent animals, and this is a memoir of his, his experiences so far of living with the crows, and how they've all got their own little personalities. Some of them are cheeky, some of them are really smart, some of them always beg for food, some of them hide and escape, because the old myth is, if the Tower of Ravens was to leave the Tower of London, the Tower of London will collapse into dust, and then it will be the end of the British Empire. Anyway, this is, it's well written. A lot of good laughing moments, especially when the Ravens start to suss out some of the tourists, talking to each other in the rafters, going, "I can have that off him." Really great little book. I mean, again, it's a 200-page book, 250-page book, but immensely readable, about a memoir about a guy working with ravens in the Tower of London. Anyway, there are 5 books about nature that I recommended for you. So you got the Raven Master, Underbook, Wonderland, Other Minds, and The Adventure of Nature. All readable books. Fantastic little books. There's no big ones there, really, at the end of the day. And I hope you enjoyed that. I will be going back into the garden to do my decking, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye, BookTube.